Welcome to your Halloween workout. Are you ready for the scariest workout yet? Do you like my cape? It's reversible. You can wear the black side or you can wear the red side. And I'm not going to work out in it because it's actually quite warm. You know, somebody needs to bring capes back because they're very cool and very stylish, and they're also very functional and warm. Happy Halloween! We have a no, that's not true. We have a 4-minute workout today. A 4-minute workout today, which will be measured out by my 4 candlesticks. I'm going to blow out a candle for every passing minute. So let's light these and then get our warm-up going, shall we? I know you love that part. I got these black candles on sale at the grocery store a few months ago, back in the summer. Oh, don't they look beautiful? Okay, before we talk about what the workout is going to be, let's warm up together, shall we? Go ahead and stand up. If I don't drip wax all over my table, I'm going to be so impressed by the end of this workout. All right, stand up. Let's do an around the world here. So shift all of your body weight to one foot, roll out the ankle. And then shift your body weight to your other foot, roll out the ankle. My laptop is chopping off my head, which is appropriate. I'm like the headless trainer right now. All right, step your feet together. Let's take some little knee circles here. Little knee circles. Mobilize the ankles, mobilize the knees. I hope you're having a great day so far. Whether this is your workout in the morning or in the evening, I'm going to do what I can to help make your day better. And part of that is going to be sweating together. All right, step your feet nice and wide. Big hip circles here. Big hip circles. You know what's funny? I know you know this because I lit the candles, but the way the candles are situated and the candlesticks are situated, they look like giant candles. Like they look person-sized. And obviously you know that they're not, but it's kind of cool. All right, big hip circles. All right, some skier breaths. Step your feet together. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, bend the knees to the hips. Inhale. 9 more. 8 more. 7 more. 6 more. 5 more. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Arm swings. Okay, so I alluded to this when I introduced our workout. We are going to work for 4 minutes only. 4 minutes. Every minute, I blow out a candle. All right, so this is like your little fire timer. Now, I put a lot of thought into thinking about what I would want to do with you for 4 minutes, because 4 minutes is not a long time. And honestly, the only reason we're doing 4 minutes is because I only have 4 candles. So we couldn't do more. So I was thinking, how do I make this worth your while? If we're only going to do a workout for 4 minutes, what do you think I came up with? Burpees. We are going to do 4 minutes of burpees together. That's it. That's all. 4 minutes of straight burpees. You can do breaks when you want to. I encourage that you do breaks whenever you want to. And the reason we're doing this is because this is something that you would never do on your own, right? This is something that I would never do on my own. 4 minutes of burpees is kind of crazy and sounds terrible, but Halloween is for terrible, horrible things. And so here we are. with 4 minutes of burpees. And what the heck else are you gonna do this weekend? Nobody's trick-or-treating, all right? So that's what you have to look forward to. We're gonna continue our warm-up with that in mind, with 4 minutes of burpees in mind. We're gonna be efficient with our warm-up, and we're gonna get this baby done, all right? So go ahead and step it back to a plank if you would. We're gonna start by warming up the shoulders. So if you would, maybe start by lifting that space between the shoulder blades and then sinking down into the shoulders. Lift that space between the shoulder blades, sink down into the shoulders, right? So these are called scap push-ups. We're basically articulating the scapula on the back here, up and down. All right, now take it back to downward facing dog. Pedal the feet right, left, right, left. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank, and let's do some slow, strict mountain climbers. So step one foot forward, step the other foot forward. Right, left, right, left. Right, left, right, left. Starting to open up the hip joint. All right, go ahead and step it back. Roll out the wrists. I don't know what you've been up to today, and I also don't know if you're doing this workout in the morning, and so I do want to make sure that you get all the creaks out, get the joints warmed up properly. Also, we're going to talk briefly, now is a great time, we're going to talk briefly about standards for a burpee. What does a burpee look like? Because I think that everyone probably has a slightly different definition of a burpee, and for our purposes today, just so that you have a standard and so that I'm working with a standard too, here is our definition of a burpee. The definition of a burpee is getting your total body weight onto the ground and into the air as quickly and efficiently as possible. That's it. You do not have to do a push-up. You don't have to jump back, jump forward. You can step back, step forward. But do go from the ground into the air. Now, one more little pointer here is when I say open hips, you've probably heard me use that term before, open your hips. This is what I mean, right? So when I stand all the way up, this is an open hip. This is a closed hip. Open, closed, all right? And so when your hips are open, that is at the top of the burpee, and that is what you are doing when you jump into the air. You're opening your hips. Okay, so this is a burpee. You can step it forward. This is a burpee. Even this is a burpee. Watch this. This is kind of a cool little trick. Did you see what I did? I swung my arms behind me to create a little bit of upward momentum. That's kind of a fun little trick. I like to do that when I'm tired of burpeeing. So one more time, what that looks like is I chest to the ground, come up to standing, and then I keep swinging the arms behind me. It looks silly, but you might give it a try. Okay, so go ahead and if you would, let's get 4 burpees together, shall we? Remember, you're opening the hips and you're leaving the ground every time. Okay, so I'm assuming you've got your 4 burpees figured out. Now let's calm down for a moment and let our heart rate slow down a little bit. The trick with doing 4 minutes of anything is not to make it about the 4 minutes. See if you can, maybe you make it about certain intervals of time. Maybe you make it about 25 seconds of work and 5 seconds of rest. Maybe you make it about 10 burpees and then 3 deep breaths. 10 burpees, 3 deep breaths, 10 burpees, 3 deep breaths. Maybe you don't break it up into intervals, and maybe you just set it and forget it with a moderate intensity, a just keep moving mindset. That works great too when chipping away at burpees, because burpees are a fairly complicated movement in the sense that there's lots of joints and muscles, and it's a process. So if you tell yourself, well, I'm just going to keep moving, I'm just going to keep chipping away at this, you know, I may not be going fast, but I'm just chipping away at it. That's one way of thinking about it. Okay, since you might be jumping forward with both feet, let's talk a little bit about hamstrings and also hopping forward. Here's another little tip. You're going to learn a lot of tips about burpees today. Here's another little tip, is if you hop forward, this is like physics, all right? If you hop forward with your feet together, you're hopping forward into basically a forward fold. And only people who do a lot of yoga or have short legs are comfortable doing that. Now, if instead, here I'm going to turn slightly diagonal to you. If you hop your feet back and then you hop forward into a wide stance, and then you still jump into the air, open your hips, that still counts, but it means that you don't have to hop forward like a forward fold, and you can hop forward with straight legs. And so it kind of takes a little bit of the load off of your quads. Where's my watch? 1 second, I'll be right back with my timer. Okay, so on that note, I recommend that you get a hold of a timer also, because I will keep track of the time, but it also helps if you keep track of the time and you have some sort of a watch that you can kind of visualize. Like I said, I will be blowing out a candle every minute, but that's just letting you know 1 minute at a time, and you might want to know every 30 seconds or every 20 seconds or something like that. Okay? How do we feel about this? I want to tell you this again, because I'll probably forget to tell you while I'm working and you're working too, is that do make sure you move through full range of motion here, because sloppy burpees, like that's, if we were to do this workout again 10 years from now and you want to compare it to your performance today, you're not going to remember like, oh, did I do sloppy burpees or did I actually do really good burpees? Like, just do good burpees. And that really goes for life too. Like, if you pursue everything with excellence, the way you do anything is the way you do everything. And so do things right, do things well. There you go. That's your free advice for the day. Okay, I'm going to get started with my timer here. This is going to be terrible, you guys, but I'm really excited to be doing this with you, because like I said at the beginning of our time together, I would never do this by myself, and I don't think you would either. 4 minutes of burpees. You might, this might be fun, if you want to turn a song on that you know lasts about 4 minutes. I'm going to refrain from doing that because I kind of wonder about the sound, music plus my voice, so I will be doing it in silence with the sweet sound of my own voice and my own breath. But if you want to turn some music on, then I recommend that you do that. Let's just go ahead and get started, shall we? All right, 4 minutes straight of burpees. Oh, please keep track of your number of burpees, because why not? Let's not just suffer together without having something to show for it. Please count. Do what you need to do to count. Maybe you make a little tick mark every 10. Maybe you just are really good at counting in your own brain, but please count. And then put your score in the comments below, because I want to know how you did. I want to know if you beat me. I want to know if I beat you. I want to know if we tied. I want to know how you did. Let's just do this, shall we? The sooner we start, the sooner it's over. Okay. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 4 minutes of burpees. Go! One down. Halfway. One minute. Three, two, one, time. Oh my gosh. Let me catch my breath. I got 59. 59, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 59, yeah. I was pushing for 60 and I didn't make it. You know what? If I hadn't been watching the clock or blowing out the candles, I'm gonna go ahead and say I would have made it. Okay, I just want to tell you how proud I am of you for doing that, because that is hard. That's not easy to do. 4 minutes of burpees is hard to wrap your mind around, and so you should be proud of yourself. And I hope that you have a wonderful Halloween. Bye.